to grow, it's very important that the secondary sector, that is the services sector, that is the tertiary sector, should grow leaps and bounds. In fact, owing to this reason, the per capita income of Andhra Pradesh, if one were to compare with Telangana, is only 2,19,518. When compared to the figures of those in Telangana, you would see 3,12,398 for the year 2022-23. This is the per capita income. Predominantly it is coming from Hyderabad. The reason why I am saying this is we would have to have a balanced growth. We would have to harness the strengths that we have. We have a huge coastline of our second largest coastline, in fact, in the country. 974 kilometers of coastline. Now, this is one potential that we need to harness to ensure that we have an economy which is port-led economy, which would support the manufacturing side. While we support the manufacturing side through port-led development, developing our 974-kilometer coastline with various nodes, industrial nodes coming up closer to the ports. While we do so, we also need to strengthen our services sector, developing Visakhapatnam, developing Vizag. It's got to be a mix of both. Only then we would see this kind of growth rate. In fact, to do so, we have, in fact, the state of Andhra Pradesh, before 2019, that is before our regime had come in, the state of Andhra Pradesh had 6 ports in 4 locations. Now, in this 5 years of regime, we're actually in a very advanced stage of constructing 4 more ports. In fact, at a rapid pace, the construction of the ports is going on. In fact, 16,000 and odd crores of investment is going in. We've already incurred more than close to 4,000 crores of this investment. And Ramayapatnam is one particular port where, in fact, my people are saying that going forward next month, you would actually see a ship coming into the port. So much so has been the progress. And similar progress one can also see if one were to visit these ports, be it Ramayapatnam port, which is going at a massive pace, be it the Machilipatnam port, which is also progressing at a very, very brisk pace. So is the progress in Kakinada also. It's a private port though, Kakinada being. And then the Mulapeta port coming up in Srikakulam is also moving at a very, very brisk pace. So 3 of them are coming up in government sector, 1 of them is coming up in the private sector. All 4 are moving in a very, very brisk pace. So what we're currently doing is developing what we had 6 ports earlier in 4 locations. We're developing 4 more. And then we're fishing harbors, blue economy. We now currently have this year fishing harbor, which is being constructed, or a port, which is in existence, or one being constructed. A booster for the economy currently in the state available. We're also building 6 fish landing centers. As I've been speaking, that we per se, it has attracted almost 13 lakh crores in the Global Investors Summit happening, and all come with only, it's got to be a mix of everything. In fact, in these 5 years, several welfare programs orienting them towards sustainable self-employment. Say, for instance, I speak about 3 years' time, you actually handhold the same women, giving every year 18,750 to the same women. While we are doing that, We ensured that there is a bank type company sharing opportunities in showing them livelihood opportunities. So it's a mix of state government supporting the same women so that these women stand on their feet. Likewise, if one were to see every scheme that the state in these 5 years, every sector, that is where it can end. It cannot go beyond that. You're talking about 4 lakhs. Then per se the big industrialists also, when we were to speak of, if we were to speak of,